How cold is Antarctica? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, do you know the name of the place at the very bottom of the Earth? Yep, it's called Antarctica. Did you know that during certain times of year, the sun never sets there? It just kind of skips through the sky. And then during another time of the year, the sun never comes up. It just stays dark. See, it's all about the tilt of the Earth. Sometimes the Earth is tilted in such a way that the sun never rises above the horizon in poor Antarctica. That makes an already cold place even more cold. Think about it. It's so far away from the sun. And when the Earth rotates it, since it's at the very bottom of the Earth, it's never really getting much closer to the sun the way that you and I do when we're closer to the equator, which is the middle of the Earth. We just kind of swing farther from the sun and then closer to the sun, farther from the sun and closer to the sun. But Antarctica just kind of stays the same distance away, just is spinning down there, but not really going anywhere. Have you ever wondered how cold it gets in Antarctica? I've always wondered, so I decided to find out. Antarctica is the coldest continent on Earth. Some places along the coast can be around freezing in the summer, and for Antarctica, that's pretty warm. The deep interior of Antarctica is much colder. In the interior, summer temperatures rarely get warmer than -4 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about -20 degrees Celsius. In winter, parts of the interior can drop below -76 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -60 degrees Celsius. And the coldest officially recorded temperature on Earth was measured in Antarctica at Vostok Station. It was -128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or -89.2 degrees Celsius. That is really, really cold. It's so cold that if you stepped outside without the right gear on, your body would be in serious trouble really quickly. So, why is Antarctica so cold? Well, we kind of already talked about it. It's near the South Pole, so the sunlight hits it at a very low angle. That means the energy from the sun is spread out instead of shining down strongly like it does near the equator, like where I live here in Tennessee. I'm not even that close to the equator, but I am much closer to the equator than Antarctica. And during winter, some places go months without the sun rising at all. So that means the ground has a very long time to lose heat. Remember, the Earth kind of holds on to heat even when the sun isn't out. But when the sun is not out at all, it's going to lose that heat. And another reason is, well, just all that ice. Antarctica is covered by a huge ice sheet. And bright ice reflects a lot of sunlight back into space instead of soaking it in. Also, much of Antarctica is very high up, In general, higher places are colder than lower places. The higher you get in the atmosphere, the chillier it gets. So Antarctica has really a triple problem. It's got weak sunlight, lots of reflective ice, and high elevation. That all adds up to extreme cold. And then it's also got another thing working against it. Antarctica is actually a desert. Do you know what a desert is? A desert is just a place that gets very little precipitation, which means it doesn't get much rain or snow falling from the sky. Even though Antarctica is covered in ice, it's still one of the driest places on Earth because it does not get much new snowfall in many areas. And it also is one of the windiest continents. Have you ever been somewhere that was cold, but then also very windy? Makes it seem even colder, doesn't it? That's called wind chill. Now, I mentioned that the coast is usually less cold than the middle of the continent. You know why that is? Well, that's because the ocean can actually help keep coastal temperatures a little less extreme. Even in a cold place like Antarctica, the oceans carry heat. But the middle, especially the high plateau of Antarctica, it gets much colder. So people and animals there have to deal with these conditions very, very carefully. Scientists wear heavy gear and live in heated stations. They have to actually ship in diesel fuel by boat or plane, and they use it to run generators just to keep things livable. They also use solar power for the part of the year where the sun never goes down. But as for penguins and seals and other Antarctic animals, well, they're kind of built for the cold. They like it. But even then, Antarctica is one of the toughest places on Earth to live. It's just so cold. That's why most people that are there are mostly just there to research things. It's not a very hospitable place to live. So while I'm happy that I don't live there, it is cool to know that a place like Antarctica exists on our planet. Okay, let's have a quick quiz. Is the coast usually colder or warmer than the deep interior of Antarctica? The coast is warmer than the deep interior. What do we call a place that gets very little precipitation? We call it a desert. And why does sunlight warm Antarctica less strongly than places near the equator? Remember, because the sunlight hits at a low angle and spreads out more. True or false? Antarctica is the coldest continent on Earth. That is true. True or false? Antarctica gets lots and lots of rain every year. That's false. It's one of the driest places on Earth. True or false? Some parts of Antarctica have 24-hour daylight in summer. Yep, that's true. True or false? The middle of Antarctica is usually warmer than the coast. That's false. The interior is usually much colder. Would you rather visit Antarctica during the time when the sun never sets or during the time when the sun never rises? I would definitely go when the sun never sets. It would be so fun to just sit there and watch the sun just go around you and never go down. That would be so cool. All right, here's a quick round of What Am I? What am I? I fall from the sky. In Antarctica, I do not fall very much in many places. and I can pile up and become part of an ice sheet over time. What am I? I am snow. So, how cold is Antarctica? The answer is extremely cold. It's the coldest continent on Earth. Along the coast, it can be close to freezing in the summertime. That's like warm for Antarctica. But deep inside the continent, winter temperatures can drop below negative 60 degrees Celsius. And the coldest official temperature ever measured on Earth was there too, negative 89.2 degrees Celsius. That happens because Antarctica gets weak sunlight, it has long, dark winters, lots of reflective ice, and very high land. Just all these different things working against it. Antarctica had no chance at warm. It was just bound to be cold. It is truly the coldest place on Earth. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got a few birthdays today. Today is Ranger's birthday. Ranger is from North Carolina, but he is in Australia for his birthday. Happy birthday, Ranger. Oh, and he's turning 4. Happy birthday, Ranger. Cora is from Virginia, and Cora is turning 8. Happy birthday, Cora. Sebastian is from Washington, and Sebastian is turning 7. Happy birthday, Sebastian. And Aiden is from North Carolina, and Aiden is turning 5. Happy birthday, Aiden. To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.